Welcome to Business Week Armenia, CivilNet's weekly business digest. Here are this week's top stories. Moody's, one of the big three rating agencies, has upgraded the Armenian government's credit outlook from negative to stable, citing last year's surge in income, capital, and labor from Russia. More than 100,000 Russian citizens have moved to Armenia since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began, contributing substantially to Armenia's double-digit economic expansion last year. At the same time, Moody's kept Armenia's bond credit rating at Ba3, a non-investment grade level. The agency said the rating balances Armenia's robust growth potential and moderately high institutions and governance strength against its relatively small and middle-income economy and elevated geopolitical risks. Earlier this year, the other two big rating agencies, Fitch and S&P, each raised Armenia's credit outlook from stable to positive, also citing last year's influx of Russians to Armenia. Representatives of a U.S Armenian joint venture have vowed to continue construction on a planned scrap metal plant in an Armenian border village despite repeated Azerbaijani shelling. "We will not go anywhere from here and will continue the plant's construction," GTB Steel Chief Executive Tiran Hakopyan told reporters. "We will carry on with the work regardless of whether or not they will shoot at us." Soldiers in Armenia's Nakhichevan exclave have shelled the construction site in the Armenian border village of Yerazkh repeatedly this month. Last week, 2 Indian nationals working at the site were seriously wounded by Azerbaijani gunfire. That prompted the State Department to issue a statement expressing deep concern over the apparent targeting of a U.S.-affiliated company. The investigative outlet Hetq has named the plant's owners as Bobby Kang, a U.S. national, and Grigor Ter-Ghazaryan, an Armenian citizen. Investors have pledged up to $70 million for the project, which they say could create as many as 1,000 jobs in the region. Russia has completed a major expansion of its sole border crossing with Georgia, increasing the number of lanes from about 25 to nearly 40. Russian government projections suggest the roughly $27 million expansion will increase daily traffic through the border crossing by at least 15%. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan said at his weekly cabinet meeting he was pleased with the concrete results of the Russian government's work at the Upper Lars crossing. Upper Lars plays an outsized role in Armenia's economy since it provides Armenia its only overland route to Russia, its main trading partner. While precise figures are difficult to come by, it is understood that the lion's share of Armenia's trade with Russia goes through Upper Lars. The border crossing's location in a narrow mountain pass and harsh weather conditions there cause regular delays for Armenian cargo heading to Russia and back. Before the expansion, it was not uncommon for Armenian trucks crossing through Upper Lars to take up to a month to reach their final destinations in Russia. The investigative outlet Hetq has sued the Ministry of High-Tech Industry for failing to provide documents requested under Freedom of Information laws showing financial support for IT companies under a new government program. Last year, Pashinyan's cabinet approved a plan to provide almost $26 million to Armenian IT companies that meet a number of preset requirements, like having no outstanding tax obligations and exporting the majority of their products. Armenia's currency, the dram, substantially increased in value last year amid massive inflows of Russian money to the country, resulting in slashed revenues for the vast majority of Armenian IT firms, which typically receive payments from overseas clients in dollars or other foreign currencies. In response to Hetq inquiries, the Ministry of High-Tech Industry said 321 IT companies had applied for the program and were deemed eligible. However, the agency refused to provide the names of the companies or the amounts dispersed to each company, citing trade secrets. Public money expenditures cannot be a trade secret, a lawyer representing Hetq in its lawsuit said in response. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground in Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh, and the region.